Hello and welcome to the Firearm Firm channel. I must warn you, today's video is going to make your blood pressure skyrocket. So you might want to hit the pause button and sit down, take a couple of deep breaths, and maybe even pour a strong drink before watching the rest of this video. Today, we are going to discuss an article that was recently published on Bloomberg Tax titled, "A Social Harms Tax Can End the U.S. Gun Crisis Constitutionally," written by Don Griswold. I will attach a link to the article in the description section below for your suffering. But before we get into our discussion, please show your support for the 2A community and help us fight the anti-gun algorithm by clicking the like button. Also, if you are new to the Firearm Firm channel, be sure to hit the subscribe icon in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Of course, being the sore losers they are, the gun grabbers are doing everything they can to find a way to infringe on our right to bear arms. Now they are brainstorming ideas they believe will pass constitutional muster in light of the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen. Recognizing that the gun control wall is coming down brick by brick since Bruen, they are now trying to create gun control policies by implementing a social harms tax. If they are successful in implementing such taxes, only the wealthy will be able to afford firearms. The article reads, "Even after Bruen, our federal and state governments remain constitutionally free to impose broad-based taxes on activities that cause significant social harms but that cannot, for whatever reason, be adequately regulated." It further goes on to read, "Social harms taxes reallocate the economic cost of gun violence over $500 billion a year from the harmed community to the armed community. Respect those who exercise their Second Amendment rights, but stop making the broader community shoulder the resulting costs." This article suggests that a property tax could be created that would be levied annually under the guise that it would keep those who exercise their Second Amendment right in what they describe as the socially harmful ecosystem regularly aware of their allocable personal share of the social costs their ecosystem produces. I don't know about you, but I definitely want to know just how this is going to decrease gun violence and lower violent crimes, considering almost all criminals obtain their guns either on the streets or by stealing them. All this proposed social harms tax would do is keep the average law-abiding citizen from being able to purchase a firearm for protection and leave them vulnerable to the wolves who are not affected by taxes or laws. Further, although taxes such as these may pass in some liberal-controlled areas, surely they are not constitutional. The social harms taxes the article cites as examples, such as the high taxes on cigarettes, are not constitutionally protected rights. Cases have already been decided prohibiting the taxing away of constitutionally protected rights. Further, such taxes as proposed would have a discriminatory and disparative effect on minority communities. In closing, all I would like to say is, Mr. Griswold, your idea on an article stinks. Be sure all of you watching this video let Mr. Griswold and Mr. Bloomberg know exactly what you think about their strategy to infringe on your right to bear arms by clicking the like button below. Also, be sure to let us know what you think about the article down in the comments section. Until next time, stay armed and educated.